Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. I've got Will Clement here on Twitter giving his insight on, I think, what is going to happen very shortly. I know I keep calling for it. We're not seeing it yet. Bitcoin trading at $43,000, and this is what Google search trends for Bitcoin look like. So we are not even seeing, basically, we're not seeing that kind of euphoria that we experienced back in 2021. In terms of the mainstream getting into cryptocurrency, at least not as of yet. So this is just a Google Trends chart just showing you guys search terms. People looking up cryptocurrency. I don't know what the search term was. I think it's probably Bitcoin or crypto or something like that. I guess it doesn't really matter. As you guys can see, price of Bitcoin and search term volume very closely correlated. And then as soon as the FOMO started dying out, we saw those search terms dying down. So now we're at the end of 2023. And guys, take a look over here. We have not even seen the beginning of the FOMO yet. So he's saying, there will be nasty corrections along the way, but this is not euphoria. Even though for us in the crypto space, it has felt euphoric over the last several days, guys. We've got a Bitcoin high now. It has come down a little bit, and it is now testing this level up here, which is now $44,400 or $44,500 roughly before it did start to retrace. And, I was thinking 43, 44, still climbing though. We are going to get that retracement though. I'm hoping now back into the $35,000 level. I mean, the higher it goes up, obviously, the more difficult it is to get in at those discounted prices. But, we have seen it time and time again go up, back in early 2023, go up 55%. Roughly, and then by mid 2023, we saw Bitcoin go up another 58%. And then over here, before we did see that decline, we did see that go up about 28%. But now, guys, wow, look at that, up 78%. So obviously the best performing rally as of late. But what happens after this? Reluctantly, we see a decline of about 22.5%. Retracement over here of about 20%. And another retracement here of about 22%, give or take. So, even if we were to say 20%, roughly, that would bring us down and around here, somewhere in and around the $35,000 mark. And I know most people are diversified into other cryptocurrencies, and Bitcoin is not their main holding. But guys, we got to always look at what Bitcoin is doing before we can, really kind of gauge where the rest of the crypto market is going. Moon Lambo bringing up a good point here. And, sometimes we have to just put things into perspective. It's not true that only XRP is roughly flat or down, because I'm sure most of you guys are looking at the XRP price and you're thinking, well, it's the only crypto that has clarity. Why the heck is it not pumping? XRP is trading at about 62.1. So why is XRP not pumping? But Moon Lambo here giving us an explanation. Under the top 50 coins here are all coins that are down today in order. So he gives us a list starting with BNB coin. So he mentions BNB, XRP, Solana, OKB, Link, XLM, and a handful of others. I'm not going to rattle them off. I will link this in the description if you guys want to look at this closer. That's 17 out of the top 50, okay? Excluding stable coins that are down by any amount at the time that I'm posting this. But there are also coins that are flat, even if technically in the green. Here are some coins in the top 50 that are up by less than 1%. So naming off a few others, TRX, Matic, ETC, just to name a few, XMR, Monero. That makes 23 out of the top 50 coins, excluding stable coins that aren't doing so hot today, about half of them. But even if it were the case that XRP were the only coin that's flat today, it would not matter. Focusing on price action of any coin over an extremely short period like this tells us nothing. And the other thing we have to remember, guys, is if this is your first rodeo, if this is your first full bull run, if you got into cryptocurrency, let's say in mid-2020 or after, even early 2020 and after, you probably, well, I don't want to assume, but it's likely that you might not have a very firm grasp on how this market moves. Bitcoin generally moves first. Altcoins move afterwards. So it's going to be that euphoric phase, as Will points out here, is going to be near the end of the bull run when everybody and their grandmother is interested in cryptocurrency. And we see, this Google Trends number spike to up here. That's when we're going to see these high prices for XRP and other cryptos alike. So, Moon Lambo just kind of spelling it out for those who might think, oh, am I in a dud? Is my cryptocurrency not going to pump? Guys, some cryptocurrencies pump more than others, and this is why I have the Patreon. I thought this would be a great exercise this time around. And I want to show you guys, almost like an experiment, what cryptocurrencies are going to perform, how these different cryptocurrencies are going to perform this bull run. And this is why I'm diversifying, guys, the $10,000 plus portfolio, which may include some cryptocurrencies that you guys already hold. Plus, I'm opening up my legacy portfolio for all my patrons at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is only $5 a month. So I think a pretty affordable price. You guys can follow my trading journey this bull run, and we're starting to heat up. So I'm going to be posting some updates very soon, hopefully one today. Others were being pretty critical of XRP, like Matt Day down here. XRP never pumps. They dump hundreds of millions at the beginning of every month on holders. How can it run? Bill Morgan actually bringing up an interesting statistic here. The release of Ripple's XRP from escrow each month gives an inflation rate in respect to the circulating supply. So that's what you have to calculate. Inflation to circulating supply of about 6% per annum. It is comparable to Solana's current inflation rate, and Solana has been pumping like crazy for the last few months. So something else to be paying attention to. Solana's price. Obviously, Solana's done very, very well, even since, the bottom of the market here when Solana was trading at $8. Now we're up to 62, 63, give or take. Up 688% for Solana. So, it's all perspective. We're going to see at each coin. Basically, this is what I tell people. Each coin is going to see their day in the sun. Again, maybe a good reason why diversifying this time around is a smart move, but to each their own. The big thing, because XRP is my largest holding, still my largest holding, is going to be my exit targets for XRP, and I'm going to be sharing that too with my patrons at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. Luckily, XRP has, that double-edged sword effect. We're going to see that real-world utility down the road, but I'm also going to be trading a portion of my XRP this coming bull run. Wrath of Kahneman bringing us this article from Flash Payments, okay? They talk about specifically their use of Ripple. So if you guys remember, they used to be called Flash FX. Well, now Flash Payments, they've rebranded. They use Ripple's distributed ledger technology to help money get from point A to point B in real time. So just kind of giving us an overview here. And Flash Payments is at the forefront of using this innovative new technology to help Australians save time and money when transferring money overseas. And so what is Ripple? It's a real-time gross settlement currency exchange and remittance network specifically designed for banks and payment networks. It was born out of an idea to create a near-instant way to transfer assets that is more secure, transparent, and faster than the traditional money transfer corridors. And so what is distributed ledger technology, open source payment system? I will link this in the description. Not going to go over all the details. We kind of know that already. But here, guys, here they're saying banks currently rely on SWIFT for cross-border payments, which is an antiquated system. SWIFT is slow. The system requires a number of middlemen, so on and so forth. And so Ripple turns the SWIFT payment system on its head by removing the need for middlemen in the form of local correspondent banking. So, this coming from a Ripple partner, formerly Flash FX, now called Flash Payments, and they are even touting Ripple's benefits over SWIFT. So, if these guys are saying flat out, because you would think, the theory goes as such. Banks, financial institutions are still going to use SWIFT to some capacity, but Ripple is going to take over market share. This company is saying flat out, Ripple turns the SWIFT payment system on its head by removing the need for middlemen in the form of local correspondent banks. Ripple makes international money transfers decidedly cheaper and more efficient. The benefits are felt where it matters most, in your bank account. So I am having a hard time believing that a company like Flash FX would still use a company like SWIFT. And I know this is a smaller company. This is not a big bank. Chances are the transfers that they're making are not as large as some of the larger banking institutions. Nevertheless, I think it is a testament to where we're going to see these payments moving in the future. And, slowly but surely, smaller organizations are going to be using this exclusively. But then, guys, that's going to move to big banks. I mean, Ripple already has several partnerships, now over 500 partnerships with banks and financial institutions around the world. So some great news here from the Wrath of Kahneman. Wanted to thank him for that. Michael Branch here posting this. Nubank, aren't they a Ripple partner? Well, it turns out they are. And they've partnered with Talos to trim crypto trading costs in Brazil. Nubank, a leading Brazilian digital bank by market value, has announced a partnership with institutional trading technology provider Talos, geared towards reducing the cost of trading crypto. And here's a quote, guys. With its partnership, customers who wish to trade crypto assets in the Brazilian region through the new app will benefit from reduced costs through Talos' smart order routing engine and connectivity to optimize trade execution across multiple liquidity providers. So it sounds as though they're using some kind of a combination here of Ripple liquidity pools, the XRP ledger, obviously smart routing. The company mentioned that in a statement. Nubank is one of the world's largest digital banks and serves 90 million customers across Brazil, Mexico, and Colombia, the company also said. The fintech launched crypto trading in May of 2022 and currently offers 15 cryptocurrencies through Nubank Crypto. Nubank Crypto will continue to evolve as a platform. This is a quote that combines simplicity and robustness for cryptocurrency enthusiasts. This coming from Tomás Fortes, leader of Nubank Crypto. That's what he said in a statement. The quote continues with Talos, "We have made further progress in this direction to offer users even more competitive prices securely and reliably when trading cryptocurrencies through an extensive network of settlement providers." So down here, Brazil is viewed as a market with considerable potential for growth in the arena of cryptocurrency trading. Besides the country of more than 200 million people developing its own digital currency, top crypto organizations like Coinbase and payments firms Ramp have invested in trying to grow their presence there. So Brazil, rife with opportunity, and Ripple also a partner with the Brazilian central bank. Now we have a Ripple partner, Nubank, partnering up with Talos, likely using the XRP ledger for these smart order routing trades for cryptocurrencies. So this is where we're seeing, the verticals extend from beyond traditional cross-border payments to new, crypto trading, supporting other applications on the XRP ledger that will involve XRP liquidity at some point in time. So that's great news. We also have a clip here from XRP Drops. Another one with regards to Nubank, how their app is poised to become a super app, guys. Listen to this.
So this is one of those fintech apps that I think is poised to become what they call a super app. I don't think that the average consumer, whether it's in Brazil, Colombia, or the United States, or really anywhere in the world, is looking to have an entire page on their iPhone filled with different financial apps. So all of these fintech companies are going to have to get very good at incorporating everything from insurance to lending to credit card to payments, etc. So this is one of those companies that got to jump on that concept. They've been very good at bringing in new users, 40 some odd million users. And by the way, this is not even Berkshire's first investment in Latin American fintech. I heard StoneCo mention STNE. That's another one, had a tough year. But this one's exciting. I'm very interested in learning more about it, following it closely. I'm definitely keeping it on my screen.
All right. Nubank poised to become that super app. All financial services are bundling into one app. So, it's going to be one of those things where, it's going to be which app will be supreme. We know Elon Musk is looking to convert the X platform into an all-in-one app as well. But new app, for Brazil, it sounds as though, at least it's working for their 200 million people, at least in the capacity that it is performing today. So wanted to thank Michael there and XRP Drops just for posting that. Wrath of Kahneman bringing this to our attention. So we know Ripple is working with central banks, Palau, Colombia, Montenegro, Georgia. What has happened to Ripple's work with Bhutan? So we don't see any new news with regards to Bhutan, or do we? Not regarding, what does he say here? Not according to the central bank. Expect the pilot to roll out in a year or so as planned. Okay, so here, gearing up for central bank digital currency. The development stage looks as though we are looking into 2024 to 2026. Pilot implementation for the development of a CBDC digital Ngultrum. And then I guess it'll be rolled out by 2027 to 2030. That is the prospective timeline for that. Guys, so this is all going to take time. Of course, every country is going to be on their own timeline. But as we're seeing, building momentum slowly but surely, if Ripple has their tentacles in, all the different types of partnerships and all the different partners around the world, 500 plus, well, they're obviously going to be all rolling out at different points. So we do have some CBDC projects that are closer to being developed fully, but it looks as though, some are going to be lagging behind. Nevertheless, wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman for posting that. Also happened to see this, guys. More news from Ripple partner Metaco. Somebody was telling me yesterday that it was Metaco. We worked with partner IBM to help build Hyperprotect Offline Signing Orchestrator, or OSO. What a cumbersome name. A new technology to deploy cold storage for digital assets, which addresses the requirement of top-tier banks and financial institutions. So guys, Metaco is now partnered with IBM, and IBM did announce this on their official website here. IBM.com. Today, IBM is announcing IBM Hyperproduct Offline Signing Orchestrator, a new technology to deploy cold storage solutions for digital assets. OSO is designed to address limitations of current cold storage offerings for digital assets, including the need for people to perform manual procedures for the execution of a cold storage transaction. It helps protect high-value transactions by offering additional security layers, including disconnected network operations, time-based security, and electronic transaction approval by multiple stakeholders. And as you guys can see down here, IBM has worked with Metaco. I want to keep saying Metaco, but it's Metaco, an IBM business partner and digital asset custody provider, and tier 1 banks to help ensure OSO addresses client requirements. Metaco Harmonize offers a highly robust and secure orchestration system for digital asset application and will leverage this solution. OSO acts as the intermediary between two Metaco components running in separate HyperProtect virtual server instances. The Harmonize Core, that is externally available to receive signing requests, and the Harmonize Cold Vault that is isolated. So guys, it is interesting. We are seeing this crossover. We know that IBM historically did partner with Stellar, but now they have indirectly a partner with a Ripple-owned company, Metaco. And the partnership with Metaco is specifically for crypto custody, institutional crypto custody. So, and IBM is a huge company. So, we're seeing the ecosystem grow, guys. They're even saying it here as the financial ecosystem matures, eventually all assets are subject to be tokenized. So a lot of these companies are going to need options for their tokenization platforms. We expect the tokenization of global liquid assets to grow as a business opportunity in the coming years. With the continued progression of the industry, there is a need for a more mature solution for cold storage that will support this market growth. As of now, we are using things like the Ledger Nano wallet for a cold wallet storage solution. I do have an affiliate link if you guys are still looking to purchase something to store your crypto securely, safely in cold storage. But for the institutional clients, they want something that is more, enterprise grade. So enter a company like Ripple-owned Metaco, and there you go. So, on top of that, the fact that, even IBM is saying that everything is going to be tokenized, eventually financial ecosystem, the entire thing is going to be tokenized. I think it is probably the right idea to start thinking about where you're going to be custodying a lot of these tokens. And, Metaco, a very good option for a lot of these companies. I wanted to keep moving along. Mr. Man Guys brought this up. Newstar Inc. and XRP. So I saw this and it really kind of got me wondering. Provides NPAC services, including routing and calls and text messages across all competing communication service providers in the United States. Newstar serves clients in areas of retail, customer packaged goods, financial services, automotive, travel, and hospitality. Now that would extend the verticals tremendously. Communication and technology, healthcare, and media and advertising. Think of all these different types of industries, right, where we could see the XRP protocol being used. So I looked into this and I was thinking to myself, okay, why haven't we heard of this? This is a huge update if true. It provides NPAC services. So just as he was saying there, gives you guys a bit of a flow chart here. And down here, guys, it says the protocol XRP servers, XRP transactions received from registrars undergo front-end processing by the XRP server that manages the XRP session level dialog. Okay, so that sounds legit. Performs session level security processing and strips out transaction records. These XRP transaction records are sent to the enhanced SRS data center application server cluster for security authentication and business logic processing. And then it says here, processing of the XRP application's business logic, user authentication, posting of inserts, deletes, updates, the master database, so on and so forth. But guys, then I did a little bit more research into this. Now, Newstar, I guess just to give you guys a sense of what this company does, an American technology company that provides real-time information and analytics for risk, digital performance, defense, telecommunications, entertainment, and marketing industries. So feels like it runs the gamut here. I will link this in the description of the video if you're interested. Then I pulled up their document and looked at what this XRP protocol is going to be doing, encouraging competition. So Newstar will develop and deploy a new streamlined registrar protocol for the expanded USTLD space, the Extensible Registry Protocol, XRP. So unfortunately, no, this has nothing to do with the XRP ledger. It has to do with the Extensible Registry Protocol. The XRP provides more features and functionality. So from here on out, this document is 52 pages. They refer to that protocol as XRP. So not the same XRP, unfortunately, that we're thinking of. But I did have to look into this regardless. I wanted to thank Mr. Man. I mean, it is, we got to look into these things. We can't just assume everything is going to be running on Ripple or XRP. But unfortunately, not running on XRP, at least not today. That being said, though, we know we are headed towards a new payment rail system. Listen closely. He mentions Ripple set out to provide this new payment system, guys. This is coming from Cypress Demenincore here on Twitter. And I hadn't heard this video until yesterday. Listen to this.
Yeah, I was actually nodding more around the fact that actually I think the blockchain technology at its heart is a highly distributed system, and it has the capability to automate workflows. That's the boring side of things, and make markets more efficient. But I think it sits very synergistically with the role of an over-the-counter broker. And then what we are seeing is, I think perhaps to take on what you've been saying there, Duncan, is what are we talking about here in terms of these new money rail systems? So firstly, we're talking about different forms of payment rails. So a very big part of blockchain technology is bringing out something like the Ripple network, which wants to be the next generation of a payment network, a cash system. So we know society is going to change in the next 15, 20, 30 years, where our physical cash will fall away, and we will transition through a few mediums, but we are heading towards a full new digital rail system.
Transferring through a new digital rail system, guys. Esteban Franco down here saying this video was from 2011, so according to him, 3 to 7 more years. I suppose probably the beer flu pushed that timeline closer, but Cypress Demenincore here insists that this video was from 2023 and barely has 50 views. Now, this was from the era of convergence, and so I looked into this. They have the full doc up here. From Harrington Starr, this is an organization that deals with financial services in the financial landscape, basically all things finance here. And I brought up their YouTube channel here. And guys, as you can see, this was the panel where they did discuss this. And they just posted this 5 days ago, December the 1st, 2023. Only 48 views on this video. So a pretty big proclamation by Harrington Starr. The XRP Ledger and RippleNet are creating the new rails for a new financial system, so we are looking outward for that timeline. Again, another reason why I'm keeping a portion of my XRP for the long-term hold. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.